it's kind of right at the fringe of, you know, your range if you're standing by the door.
Well, I'll go to the northwest, like, pillar, and I'll look for, just, like, poke around, and I'll see, like, if there's any, like,
It seems to be registering beyond the wall, like not in this chamber, but in a different chamber that's within 30 feet, if that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? Like the secret
yeah.
door that you're picking up is not within this central chamber. It's elsewhere. It's connected to a different chamber. And you get the sense that
Okay.
there are many of them. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go through the
So 2 to
rest
the
of them.
northwest, 2 to the southwest. And I just hit myself in the face with my microphone because I was trying to scratch my eye, and anyway.
What you get for killing it.
I guess.
What you get for killing it.
I guess.
So Lucky's going to try to open the western door.
Okay. Okay. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, you open the door. Hang on. Bear with me just 1 second. I'm just trying to reveal stuff. Hang on. Okay. So as you open the door, so you see the walls of this room depicts stellar patterns. There are these huge panels showing like, you know, like constellations and stuff mounted on the walls around the room. And hang on. 1 second. And there as soon as the door opens, emerging from the darkness, at the sound of the door, is a Ravenfolk veteran who's wielding what looks like a long sword, but he has a long sword in one hand and a short sword in the other hand, and they appear to be very finely crafted, like so much so that you take notice. Like you know, you see them and you're like, oh wow, those are nice swords. It was just kind of the first thing you notice about him as he emerges from the darkness. So let's go ahead and roll for initiative. Actually, well, yeah, let's go ahead and get the initiative in, but as he's not going to attack right away. He is basically going to call out to you and say, you know, who dares enter this temple? We the Cult of the Raven are in possession of this place. You must leave immediately. So how do you react?
Is there a pit in like the middle?
It's not a pit, so it's a wall. So basically, it's a circular chamber, with a kind of circular chamber in the middle, maybe. But you haven't gotten far enough in really to be able to tell. He says, I am Skull. I am the leader of this group. Or at least I should be. He says, the Omnihedron is mine. I am its rightful heir. It has called to me and I will claim it. Once I have it, I will crush all human nations and bring about a new age of Ravenfolk prosperity. Now, if you choose to interfere, then you will die. You will be the first of the casualties of my new war.
So, do you own it, or are you just saying you own it?
It is mine by prophecy.
So you don't own it.
Does anyone truly own anything?
I own my sword. But you know, I don't have a sword. And my axe.
See? Point proven. No, I'm just kidding. He says, he says, yes, but if I were to strike you down, it would become mine. The sword itself cannot be possessed. As with the Omnihedron, it cannot be possessed. It must be wielded, and it must be wielded by its rightful owner, or rightful prophesized bearer.
Lucky Dwarf tries to keep him monologuing, and he asks him a question of, "Tell us more about this Omni widget thingy."
It is called an Omnihedron, and if you do not know what it is and you are here, you have made a grave mistake.
So this Omni Jigger thingy, is it a toy?
I'm growing tired of this conversation. You have two choices. Leave here alive or die by my hand.
So Lucky says, "I guess I'll die then." He throws
No, stop, please. Okay, look. Okay, he seems pretty
Oh.
intense. Okay, so what if we walk out of here and just agree with him, okay? Please?
He says, we are busy here. You must go.
So Lucky
Okay.
ignores him.
No. I whisper and I say we could have taken a different door.
There is no other door.
There are two other doors.
I'm being bullheaded.
Hmm.
No pun intended.
Well, hey, if you wanna go that way, we can. But you gotta go first.
Yeah, Lucky's gonna move into the room more.
Okay. Not one more step as he brings up his two swords and crosses them in front of him.
Lucky can cast mirror image, so he's gonna do that. It'll actually be 3 this time.
There you go.
So what do you do when you're in a small room and you have a herd of elephants?
So he is going to. Well, let me see. Yeah. So he is going to kind of look to his left, and he's going to let out a caw, and he is going to trigger two other Ravenfolk warriors to appear, and we're gonna move into initiative.
We rolled it before though.
Yeah,
Are
no,
we
no.
re-rolling it?
No, you don't have to re-roll. We can use the score
okay.
you had. I'm just revealing the rest of the kind of tunnel area here. And let me show these guys. There we go. All right, so at the top of the initiative order, we're gonna have the veteran. So the veteran is just gonna move forward and try to attack this this mirror image. So he's gonna make an attack against you, but if he hits, it's just gonna destroy that image because it's the only thing. Oh yeah, he crits. So image 2 is going to be he's going to basically carve through it, and he kind of looks at it, he glares at you, and he curses for a moment. He says, "You will regret your tricks." And then that's his turn. So Chopper is up.
All right, Chopper's gonna move through and behind Lucky so that he can take a shot at the veteran.
So where is he going to go?
He's gonna move past Red.
This is kind of
right
tight.
up by.
It's kind of tight area. It's going to be. So, I mean, I'll say if you're going to take a shot there, just based on the angle and everything, I'm going to say it's with disadvantage.
Okay.
And that's a miss.
And then with bonus action, I'm just gonna put Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay. All right. You could
I don't
take
know if that
another
works
shot if Hunter's Mark's a bonus action.
I don't know if it put it on him or not. I can't tell.
Hold on. We'll sort it out when it's your next turn. Go ahead and make your second attack.
Okay.
That's a miss.
All right.
And it should have been with disadvantage, but it's fine. Okay, Red, you're up. So you can kind of push your way into the room if you want, but you'll have to go like either south or north, and then kind of deal with these illusory elephant men, or you can go somewhere else. So what did you want to do, Red?
Can I use Storm Aura and put it on Lucky and Chopper? So give them the HP.
Yes. Yes. Well, I don't know if you could do it on both. Let me see. So it extends from you 10 feet from you in every direction.
I'll move up behind them and then use it.
Okay. So, yeah, that's fine. So you have to, okay, yeah. So we'll just have to keep track that they get the 2 temp HP. Okay.
And then I'll say, I guess it's too late to negotiate or anything.
Well, it wasn't until you made an aggressive move, and well, now
Sorry about that.
now the time has passed for diplomacy.
If I if I use my action to help, can that carry on to like Lucky's turn whenever he attacks?
How are you gonna help him?
I guess I can't help him attack. I guess I'll ready my action to hold my great axe in case he rushes.
Okay.
Oh, okay, never mind. That wouldn't work.
Okay, so this warrior is going to come up here, and he's going to attack. So he's technically attacking Lucky to see if he hits that other illusory image, and he misses. So he's going to make a second attack against it, and that one is a hit. So number 3 is gone. Okay. Number 1 is going to move forward, and he's going to target Lucky as well. Make his first Rune Spear attack. That's a miss. Second Rune Spear attack. That's a hit. Number 1 is gone. So they just wasted their actions getting rid of your illusory doubles. Lucky is up. So what does Lucky want to do?
Lucky's gonna move toward Ravenfolk Warrior 2. So he can clear room for people behind him. And then he's gonna use his mace to hit the Raven Warrior.
Okay. So his mace attack is a hit and 7 points of damage. Anything else for Lucky? I don't think that's it. I do think that's it because he moved and he attacked.
Yeah, that's he's done.
All right, Jean Baptiste.
All right. Let me see here. I can move through party members.
Yes, you just can't stop on their square.
Is that that's a hallway?
Yep, you're
stop,
fine.
Right?
Yep, you're good.
Actually, I think I can make it here with my movement speed, which would give us the flanking.
You
thing.
can't go through them.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's a crit.
Ooh.
It's a good start to Jean Baptiste's fighting career. 16 points of slashing damage.
At level 3, do I yet have double attack, or is that later on?
That's later on, but you do have action surge. I don't know why you're making multiple attacks.
Right, because I moved.
Yes.
Sorry about that. So if I use action surge, can I make that attack I just made, which was a miss anyway? I just screwed up like multiple. On multiple. Let's just roll that back.
Okay. Okay, Chopper is up.
Alright, Chopper can attack now. He's not at a disadvantage, right?
Well, he can move in like that. And I'm not going to call that a movement. You just were on a half a square.
More of an adjustment.
So I'll put red right there.
Okay. Then I use a longbow.
Okay. That's a hit. 9 points of damage. Roll that d6. For some reason, it's not applying the the hunter's mark. So 13. Got it.
Second attack.
All right.
Is that 20?
Well, so wait a second. So that was. Hold on.
Through the extra 6 because,
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got it.
calculate.
I got it. There you go. I applied it.
All right.
Jean
so this time
Baptiste.
around-
Now you
this
get
time
2.
around- Yeah.
That's it. Oh, that one's a miss.
That's all I think.
Well, now you could action surge if you want, and if you. Okay.
I'm all right.
All right. Red. So red, you're kind of in a tight spot. There's not much you're going to be able to do here. You could basically grab Chopper and throw him out of the way if you wanted to, or at least try. I mean, it's up to you.
Small, you can step over him.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to stay there. So if you have a ranged attack, you could do that. So you could basically move into like here and attack, or like here and attack that Ravenfolk warrior. But then you'd have to come back. So you're gonna have to move and attack no matter how it works.
Am
So-
I able to walk past and jump on top of Jean and then hop over to get behind the veteran?
We could try it. So I'll need either an athletics or an acrobatics check. And then the Ravenfolk veteran is going to try to oppose that with his athletics. So you succeed. So basically, why don't you tell us how it goes down? Actually, I'll let you explain how it works.
So I'll walk into Chopper, watch this, and then I'll jump on top of Jean's back and go behind the Ravenfolk.
So you push off of Jean's shoulders and kind of jump over the Ravenfolk as he tries to swing his sword at you desperately, and he misses, and now you're flanking him, and he looks angered. Okay, so I will take that as your move action. So you can make one attack. If you're going to rage, raging is a bonus action, yeah, so you can make an attack. Alright, that is a hit. Was that a reckless attack? Oh no, you're flanking. Never mind. You're good. Okay, 11 points to the veteran. Alright, so warrior number 1 is going to move up. He's going to attack Lucky with his Radiant Rune Spear. He's got range of 10. That's a miss. That's a second miss. He sucks. Alright, so this guy's going to do the same thing. That's a hit. 11 points of damage to Lucky. Second attack. And that one's a miss. The veteran is going to attack. Ooh, what does he do? So he has multi-attack. So he can attack 3 times in his round. So he's going to attack. He's not attack Lucky. He's going to attack Jean first. Long sword. And that's a hit. Oops. Yeah, so he's going to do 11 points of damage to Jean. And then he's going to attack Red with his second longsword attack. And he's going to do 14 points of slashing damage to Red. And then, let's see. Odds, Jean gets the short sword. Okay, and that's a hit. You get 6 piercing and 1 necrotic. Hold on, let me see if you get the necrotic. Oh yeah, you fail. You get the necrotic. Okay. Lucky is up. So he has two. He has a long sword and a short sword. The long sword is that when he attacked with the short sword, it some necrotic energy, some black like necrotic energy leapt from the blade to you and did 1 point of necrotic damage. So Lucky, you're up. To Jean-Baptiste.
All right, Lucky. He is going to he cast Cure Wounds on himself.
If he's is he a warcaster? Does he have a warcaster feat? Otherwise, he's going to trigger an opportunity attack from Ravenfolk Warrior 2 and 1 if he tries to cast a spell in melee.
Oh, well then he won't do that. Okay, should only have Warrior 2 targeted.
You do.
And I'm going to use Guiding Bolt against him.
Alright. That's a hit. Alright. 12 points of radiant damage.
Alright, and then I'm going to use another Guiding Bolt against him.
Okay, so the next attack against him has advantage because it's Guiding Bolt. So that's part of the guiding part.
Oh, because it hit, right.
Yep. The last time you used it, you hit the tree. Oh, that's a crit.
20.
36 points of radiant damage. So you see that critical max mod really paying off for you. 46, all 6s.
That's great. And he just turns into this ball of fire.
Yeah, and he's glowing, so again the next attack against him will have advantage. So just bear that in mind. Next attack against Ravenfolk 2 will have advantage. Alright, Chopper is up.
So he's going to target the veteran again, or still. He's going to miss. Is that a miss or is it a hit?
That is a miss. It says it, the line above it. And that too is a miss.
He's going to hang his head in shame.
Alright. Alright, Jean-Baptiste.
Alright.
That is a hit. 6 points of slashing damage from that battle axe. Another hit. Jean Baptiste doing some work. Lucky. Remember, the next attack against Ravenfolk Warrior 2 has advantage.
That is right. So we're going to do Guiding Bolt again.
Burning all your spell slots. You've casted Guiding Bolt twice already. So you got 2 more first level spell slots and 2 second level spell slots. Unless you're casting Guiding Bolt as a second level.
No, I'm just going to cast it as a first.
Okay.
I just have to find it again.
So this will be your 3rd first level spell slot.
Oh, I should have done that with advantage.
Yeah, just roll it again. Yep, that one's a hit. So the advantage paid off for you. Alright, 14. The next attack against Ravenfolk Warrior 2 has advantage.
Which is the second attack, right?
If you're going to cast it again, or if you're going to make a different account. Okay, so you're going to use all 4 of your first level spell slots? Yeah, so you would have advantage on it. Okay.
Get this guy killed.
Okay, that is a hit. Alright, another 17 points of radiant damage, and the next attack against him will have advantage. Red, you're up.
I'd like to reckless attack the red in.
Okay. So you don't have to, because you'll have, well, you got a crit. You would have had advantage anyway, because you're flanking, just a reminder. So the reckless attack advantage benefit is kind of nullified by that, right? And that critical max helping you out too. So you rolled a 1 on your damage die, but you got the 12 from the first one. So 18 total. So go ahead and make your second attack. You might as well, yeah, there you go. Alright, so that's another hit. And 16, that's enough to take the veteran out. The veteran goes down. Let me just real quick, because the veteran had some cool stuff.
Before he dies, can I say, I guess this is mine now? That's
yeah.
My, arcane thingamajiggy.
Yeah, as he's bleeding out. Yeah. I'm gonna put these items in the party sheet. So his very nice weapons fall to the floor. So there you go. That may be something you guys are interested in. Take a look, sort that out. Now, if we have a conflict where more than one person wants it, we'll have a roll off. Red, anything else?
Am I able to see what kind of swords they are? Can I identify them this turn, or should I like?
Yeah, so actually let me just go ahead and identify them for you guys. There you go. They're identified. There's no sense in trying to attune, because it takes too long. So there's no attuning.
I guess I'll end my turn.
Alright, Ravenfolk Warrior 1 is going to attack Lucky. And that's a miss. And that's a hit. And 9 points of piercing and radiant damage. And that's going to be his turn. And then Warrior 2 is going to do the same. That's a hit. And 11 points. Second attack. Another hit. 14 points. Oh, and Lucky goes down.
Wah, wah, wah.
Telling you, we shouldn't have fought this guy. We could have taken a different door.
What? You're the owner now. What are you talking about?
Well, prophesize the owner, okay? Not full owner yet, I assume.
All right. So that was his turn. And so they're back up at the top of the initiative order. So Ravenfolk Warrior 1 is going to, hearing the veteran go down, he is going to fall back to here. And he is going to attack Red with his rune spear. He's only going to get one attack this time. And that is a miss, even with advantage. So this guy is going to approach. Actually, no, he'll stay right there, and he's going to attack Chopper with his rune spear twice. That's a miss. Second attack. Oh, terrible rolls. All right, Chopper is up. So,
Rolled.
oh, okay. What did you get? 75. Okay.
Mhm.
So you can go ahead and play Chopper. I'll tell you what you got. That's a crit. So you got a tiefling conjuration wizard.
Sounds good.
All right. So Chopper got a crit. Second attack was not yet made, was it? Yes, it was. So critical, and then a hit, and then more damage. Okay, got it.
And it's not dead yet. Amazing.
Okay, so the tiefling wizard is in the character selection screen, but it will not be joining the party just yet. It'll be joining the party later. Okay, so is that it for Chopper?
I'm gonna try to do the hunter's mark on him.
Okay.
Do it right this time. I think I'm putting it on myself or something.
Yeah, you did. Hold on, let me remove these effects, and then, all right, now go ahead and apply it.
Okay. I don't know.
Alright.
Put it on myself
Alright.
again.
Yeah, whatever. We'll just see if it works. It's fine. I mean, we
Okay.
get sorted out if it doesn't work. Okay, Jean-Baptiste, you are kind of out of position, so you're gonna have to move if you want to get
Yeah.
in melee.
So I'll move up here
Okay.
and I'll dance with this guy. Right. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Red.
I will attack him.
Okay. That is a hit. Ooh. Unfortunately, it's not that great of a hit, but it's a hit. All right, 10 points of slashing damage. So what I'd like to do at this point is just take another quick break, and it'll be our final break of the night. So we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes.
Okey-doke.
All right, and we are back. Thank you for sticking with us. As I mentioned, that is our final break of the evening. So we're going to go ahead and get right back into it. Believe that's the end of Chopper's turn. So, Chopper, if that's the end of your turn, the end of Chopper's turn, and then, yeah, okay, so pass the turn. So, Ravenfolk Warrior 1 is going to target Red, and he is going to use his Ghost Wings attack. So he's going to flap his wings really hard to try to stir up some dust and debris and try to blind you. So here is the save. And he succeeds. So even though he flaps his wings, there just doesn't appear to be enough debris and dust in this chamber to bother you. So he's going to make a Rune Spear attack. And that is a hit. And he's going to do 16 points of piercing damage. And so with that, that's going to be the end of him. This next guy is going to try to do the same thing against... he's not going to attack Chopper. He's going to attack Jean-Baptiste. So he's going to use Ghost Wings attack first. And you succeed. So he's going to try his Rune Spear. And that's going to be a miss. Jean-Baptiste is up.
Trusty battle axe again. Maybe not so trusty that attack, but let's try again. That's all right.
All right. Red. That's a hit.
All right. Trusty longbow. He said doesn't have advantage, right? But he does have Hunter's Mark on the guy.
He would not have advantage, no.
There, did the +6%. No.
Oh, and that's going to be enough to take him out.
Woot. For my other action, I want to move down to behind Red. Close enough to where I have a shot at Ravenfolk next time.
Okay.
Can I, as a bonus action, can I put the Hunter's Mark on the warrior? Raven warrior?
Yep.
Okey-doke.
Okay, so if you're all set, go. There we go. So he is going to attack Red with his Rune Spear. And the first one's a miss. Second one is a hit. All right, 8 points of piercing damage. And Jean-Baptiste, you're up.
All right, let me see. All right, so that's just the length of my movement speed.
Count as flanking.
Yes, it is flanking.
Would that mean advantage?
It would mean advantage.
Yeet. But I hit anyway, so it's not like that matters.
All right. Red, there you go. So Red, you have advantage. Doesn't matter, you hit, but you could have crit.
And then I'm gonna move back.
Okay. So both misses, unfortunately. Jean-Baptiste is just having a bad go at it. Chopper is up.
Okay. Hunter's mark's already on him, so I'm gonna shoot him with my bow.
All right. That's going to be a hit. Eight points of piercing damage. And the second one's going to be a miss.
Yeah, move that one. Okay.
All right. He is going to attack Chopper, I think. Not happy about that. Not happy about that last bow attack. So he has his rune spear, which has a reach of 10. First one's a miss. Second one, ooh,
Big miss.
big miss. Yeah, he's not doing so great. It's a good thing he has a lot of hit points. Red, you're up.
Can I throw a weapon from here? Still
Not
hit?
really. No, just the bend of it. You're not gonna. You have to be able to draw a straight line to him. So if you're targeting him, you'll see it just goes through the wall.
That's like against the wall.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you're just not gonna be able to stay there. You're gonna have to move back with the rest of your movement action. So you can kind of walk up and attack through him, but you'll have to move back. You can't end your space. You end your turn in his space. All right, looks like the Ravenfolk warrior is up first. He's going to attack Chopper, and that's a hit. 15, and Chopper succeeds on his concentration check for Hunter's Mark. Second attack, he's going to just attack again with his spear, and oh man, dude, this guy sucks. That's his turn.
He's kind of my favorite right now.
Yeah, I could see that. All right, Jean-Baptiste.
All right.
Advantage.
Right.
No advantage because you're not flanking.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm far away. Sorry.
That, okay. So, Terry is going to join the group on the next round. He will not act on this round of combat. Chopper is up.
Alright. I'm going to continue using my bow. He hasn't closed the distance.
That's a hit. 8 points of piercing damage. And that's a miss.
Wah, wah.
Alright, Red. That's a hit. 5 points of piercing damage. And that's it. So Terry is not going to go. Jean-Baptiste is up first. There's 6 points. He's looking kind of rough at this point. Another thing that you have, Assembly, on John Baptiste is Second Wind. We'll take a look at that. Maybe something you want to use. So how many javelins do you have, Red? Because that would be your third.
I have 4.
Okay. Chopper.
Chopper. He's got one more arrow. Let's hope this works.
There's swords like right next to you from the dead veteran if you need.
Ooh, good point. And can I, after my second action, can I take dodge so that that's available when he tries to attack, if he tries to attack me?
Yes, you can. So so on your actions tab, under action, you'll see dodge. There's a dodge effect. If you put the dodge effect on you, it will give attacks against you disadvantage. There you go. Alright, he is going to try to attack you. Twice. Attack number 1 with disadvantage. Thank God it had disadvantage because it would have hit. Attack number 2. Both of them miss thanks to the dodge action. Terry joins the group from the campfire.
So does Terry hear the ruckus?
He does. So,
alright, he's gonna go investigate.
Story-wise, Terry's just late to the party. So Terry was invited but got hung up at the bar and comes walking through the entrance, and here's the fracas down the west hallway.
Yeah, he taps Red on the shoulder. Hey, what's going on?
Weird people are trying to kill us, okay? Just help. Do you have any potions that could heal me? I'm pretty low in health.
I was gonna look at see if I have anything that'll do any good for you. Plenty of damage spells, I guess. Actually, yeah, I get a. Can I give him one of my? I should have a. Or
you could give him your. Yeah, I'll put it in there. So you would start with one. You can. Here, I'll put it in there, and you can. Actually, he can just take it from the party sheet.
Okay, there you go, Red. That was my action.
All right, Jean Baptiste. That's a hit. 6 points of slashing damage.
So I think I would like to use Second Wind.
Okay. So on your sheet, you'll find it under. Hold on. Let me put that on. There we go. It'll be under Fighter, in the Actions tab. You'll see Second Wind.
Yeah.
So there you go. And then just hit that little plus. And you'll get back 9 HP.
Nice.
Alright, and so Chopper has dodge on until the end of his next turn, or well, the beginning of his next turn, so these attacks here would be still made with disadvantage. So here's one. That is a hit. 7 points of damage. He succeeds on his save. Here's another attack. And that one's a miss. Terry's up.
Terry's turn. Okay. Terry can move 30. He's going to come around. Either way, he's kind of. Okay, I got it. So Terry's going to run up. He's going to run past Chopper, get in right next to Ravenfolk Warrior. And he's going to hit him with Chill Touch.
Okay. Is it an attack? It's a touch, right? So it would have advantage on the touch attack.
Okay.
So make sure you target him, and there you go.
Do I hit cast or attack?
Hold on, let me check. Let me see what it. Chill touch. Oh wait, no, it's a skeletal hand. It's not you. You make a ranged spell attack. So yes. So you would roll. You would cast. Make sure you hit advantage first, though. There you go, and it hits. And then go ahead and tick the other two. So. Okay, so it takes 2 points of necrotic damage, and then he gets some effects. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we both hit it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll fix it.
Or I hit it twice. I don't know.
No, I hit it once, and then there's another effect. I think he's slowed too, right? Yeah. So it grants disadvantage. Grants disadvantage as well. There you go.
And then I get his second. Well, no, my first was moving. Second was that. So I'm done.
Yeah. So that 2-action thing, it makes it flow. It's great when you don't move, but like it works just like normal if you do move. Chopper's up. It's really great for ranged characters.
Yeah.
Well, it's really great for everybody, I guess.
Well, he. Oh, but I can move in, attack, and then move back, just like Red was doing.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I picked up that long sword of.
It would be an action.
Okay.
So did you say you did pick it up?
I want to pick it up, but then I won't be able to move and attack, so I don't want to pick it up, and I'll just hit him with my normal sword.
Okay.
Short sword. Okay.
That's it. 9 points, and that's enough to take him out. That Ravenfolk Warrior was tough, man. All right, so now that the combat is over, everybody go ahead and draw from the loot deck. Oh, one of my favorites.
Hey Chopper, do you want the short sword of wounding from the dead guy?
No, thank you. I'm going to take the other sword.
Are you proficient in long swords? You're a ranger? Yeah, you should be.
The ranger? Yeah.
Well, doesn't somebody else... Oh wait, did you take...
Yeah, so the long sword is gone. The short sword is still in there. So the short sword of wounding.
You'll need the cloak of billowing.
Yeah, it's not in there? I thought I put it in there. There you go. It's in there now.
I need my boots.
The boots are in there. There you go.
Terry can have the sword. since he's spellcaster.
So, the sword has to go to somebody who's proficient in martial weapons. I don't think Terry is proficient in martial weapons.
Yeah, he's not. I don't think so.
Yeah, no, he's got like wizard stuff.
I might be.
So you could two-hand the short sword if you wanted, Jean-Baptiste. So you could do, it would basically give you a bonus action attack with the short sword, but you wouldn't get your strength bonus to damage. So you'd still be able to make, you know, your regular attacks with your battle axe, but then because battle axe is just one hand, so you could have battle axe and short sword if you wanted to do that. Okay. I mean, same scenario for red. Could do battle axe and short sword.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. All right. So we're going to kind of move along here, right? So, after a few minutes, you guys figure out that, you know, the Raven folk that were in here, we're trying to align these pictures. So they seem to need to go into a certain order, and when they go into a certain order, it'll trigger some effect. So there's some arcane writing on the wall that Terry is able to decipher, which basically tells you that the pictures need to go in a certain order. But there is a door right here next to Jean-Baptiste that leads to the center chamber. And you're all going to get the benefits of a long rest.
Okay, I'll pick up the short sword, and can I give Terry my scroll of bless?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay, I'll do that then. Do I put it in the party sheet?
Yeah, hang on. I'll just... There you go.
I put it in.
Great, thank you.
So I can attack as a bonus action with the short sword? Can I?
Oh, we can't hear you.
Sorry, yes, you can, but there's a specific fighting style for two-handed fighting, which your character doesn't have. So you can do it, but what I'll do is if you want to use it, I'll configure it on your sheet, so it'll be like an offhand attack. You understand what I'm saying?
I only heard you say there's a specific fighting style, and then you stopped.
Yeah, there's a specific fighting style called two-weapon fighting, right? Your character doesn't have it. But that doesn't mean you can't use two weapons. It just means that you don't get your strength bonus to your offhand, right? For damage. So you can still attack just like you would normally, you know, and your offhand attack is a bonus action attack. So if you think about it, you would make your regular attack action with your battle axe, and then you would make an offhand attack with your short sword, but it would just do short sword damage. It wouldn't do short sword plus strength like it normally would if you had it in your strong hand. Did you guys hear that?
So it still counts as an action?
No, it's a bonus action. if it's an offhand. So that would mean that you could do battle axe, short sword, which is what I was saying. If you stood still. If you moved.
The great axe is two-handed, right?
Oh, you're a great axe. I thought you were the battle axe. Never mind. So great axe is two-hand. You can't use it at all, unless you want to use it as your primary.
Okay.
So Jean Baptiste can use it as an offhand attack if he wants to.
Can I give it to Jean Baptiste?
If he
He
wants
might
it.
be more useful. Do you want it, Sean?
I think he stepped away. There he is.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. So do you understand how you would use it?
The sharp end.
Yes. All right. So let me just configure this for you real quick. All right. So short sword of wounding. Let me just do. Okay, and then okay, it's on your sheet now. So it's a +5 to attack. So basically, every round you can do battle axe and short sword. All right. So, but you could only because it's a bonus action, you only get one bonus action a turn. So you can get, battle axe, short sword if you stand still. Okay, all right, cool. So what do you guys want to do? You want to spend some time trying to figure out these pictures, or do you want to try to go through this door, or go through one of the other doors?
Why do the pictures look special?
The pictures look like constellations. They look like star formations, clusters of stars.
There was secret doors.
Yeah.
Is my wand any brighter inside this room?
It is, but you haven't found them yet. So there's one to your west, there's one to your north, and there's one to your south. That's what the wand is telling you.
Is the doors that the little, no, not little, but the raven, do I think that would be like a secret door, or no?
Do you think what would be a secret door?
Where the raven folk, like the warriors, came from? Are they like actual doors, or are they like...
There's an actual door next to Jean Baptiste, right? And you get the sense that there may be a secret door in the inner chamber. Or some kind of secret door in the inner chamber, and then there's another one to the north and another one to the south that you're picking up, or that you did pick up when you were in the central chamber. So when you were in the central chamber, you picked up a bunch, but those are the ones you picked up.
Okay. Well, do I see anything suspicious?
From where you're standing, no.
I guess.
So what did you guys want to do? So your options are go through one of the three doors that's accessible to you right now. The door next to Jean Baptiste, the door to the north, the door to the south. Try to arrange these pictures, which I'll explain to you how that might work. Those are your options. Or leave.
I think we should try to go to the door to the south, but
I think we should at least give the pictures a shot. Just try. Like rearranging them and see what happens. And then we can go to the south and check that out.
sounds fine with me.
Okay, so you got to try to arrange the pictures?
Yep.
All right, so I need either intelligence, arcana, Intelligence or Arcana checks from anybody who is proficient in those things.
Maybe.
Look, well, that was horrible. You could tell the brag was starting, right?
Yep. So yeah, Terry gets the sense that there's got to be some instructions somewhere that tell you how to put this together. That there's got to be some way to figure out this puzzle, this pattern, but that it's not
Okay,
immediately apparent.
Let's go to the south door.
Is that where you guys want to go?
Yeah, why not?
Go ahead and move over there.
Oh, that's south door.
Do you open it?
Yeah, I opened the crap out of it.
Like, kick it down.
Okay. So you let's see. So the furniture in this room has been torn apart and reassembled into an obscene device that draws energy from the air. You see energy as it swirls around, and inside this room is a couple of raven folk.
Can we close the door and just kind of walk away or put something to cover?
I mean, you can close the door. That's fine. They seem to be distracted by the energy swirling around the room. There's one creature that, well, here, I'll just show you. So they're there. There's a like a gemstone that is there's a device, there's a gemstone, and the energy from the room is being drawn into the gemstone. And so would you like to close the door? They haven't taken notice of you. There's a lot of noise in here because of the energy being channeled into this stone.
I don't think we should try to fight these guys. I mean, that gem seems pretty. Maybe let's see what the north door has, and if this is better, then we do go here.
All right.
There's also what looks like a well, with a ladder leading down into darkness.
Terry and Chopper both seem to freeze as if someone controlling them has to leave now.
Fair enough. I will take over.
Right on, guys. Great game. See you later.
Thank you. All right. So, all right. So, so you want to close the door or no? So, I would say Terry and Chopper are. You guys can decide what they want to do.
Can we send them up top, like to the north side, like north door? And then can they peek inside?
So let me just see something real quick. Okay. So you get the sense that if you keep lingering here with the door open, they're gonna detect you here real quick. They're not gonna be distracted for too long. But yes, you can send them to the north door. So, what do you want to do? Are the south door, is it going to stay open or closed?
Closed.
Okay.
So you said north door feels like they might get detected.
If you close the door, then no, they will not detect you. Are they going to open that north door?
They will peek in the north door.
Okay, so they open the door, and it's near identical. Again, furniture torn apart. There's
Are there people in it?
there are there is
Any
a
creatures or anything inside of that room?
there is just a suit of armor. Hold on a second.
I think your audio might not be working.
No, it's working fine. I'm trying to get characters placed. Yeah. So there is a. Hold on. There we go. There is a suit of armor against the north wall, seemingly at attention, standing guard. But there don't appear to be any people there. So against the back wall, there's a suit of armor standing about 6 feet tall. It's a suit of plate mail armor. It's just, it's kind of positioned against the back wall.
Is it floating or is it on like a stand?
It looks like it's on a stand. Like it's on, like there's a wooden, or like a wooden pedestal, and it's like standing on the wooden pedestal. But there don't appear to be any other people in there. But it's similar in that there's this device in here similar to the one to the south, except for there's no stone in this one. There's just this suit of armor, and the arcane energy of the room swirls around, so at points passing through the suit of armor.
Okay, so they'll come back down and tell us about it, and then I'll say, Gene, hey, what do you want to do? I'm at a loss, so what do you want?
I'm not sure.
So there's doors in the middle piece, to the.
There is a door on the south part of the center piece, like right next to red. There's a door there.
Let's look at that before we make our decision.
Okay. It appears to be a stone door, and there is no visible sign of a handle. There doesn't appear to be a visible way to open it.
What about in the west side, the where we fought the people?
There was a door there, yes.
Can I go check that out before we try to engage people with a magical gem?
Yep, you can go check it out.
I'll peek inside, and what do I see? Anything?
Okay, so you see a small circular room with what looks like a well with a ladder leading down.
I'll head back to the crew and be like, hey, there's no bad guys here. Let's go down this way.
Sure.
So the well descends into darkness below.
I'll light a torch and just drop it down the hole.
It seems to fall against a solid surface, about what you would presume to be about maybe 30 feet down.
Okay, I'll start heading down.
Okay. You climb to the bottom of the well, and at the bottom of the well, the torch is sitting there burning, and there are no visible exits to the well.
If I like pick up my torch and shine it around, do I see anything?
No, but maybe you have another item that would tell you if there's another way out of here.
A wand of secrets?
It's a secret. So, do you use the Wand of Secrets?
Yeah. I'll use my last charge on my wand of secrets.
So, the floor of the well is a false floor. There's a small catch where you can put, the butt of your axe into it, and the floor will drop down, and it creates a not steep, but a somewhat gradual ramp that leads down to a lower landing, and there are passageways leading to the north and the south that are made out of roughly hewn stone.
That sounds pretty. Maybe I don't know. Can I relay this information and try to get the team's opinion?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, it's open
Yell it
dialogue.
up the well.
Yeah.
I'll like yell at Gene and the crew and just think about what I should ask them what I should do.
Go ahead and give me a perception check while you're at the bottom of the well. Okay. So you smell like just putrid, rancid, almost like you smell like dead bodies to the north. Like you smell the stale smell of blood and decaying corpses to the north. The south doesn't have the same odor. As a matter of fact, it seems to have a it almost smells like incense to the south. I mean, it's such a stark contrast to the north versus the south.
So the south smells nice?
It smells like incense, and the north smells like death.
I think it's a trick. We gotta go north.
No. Maybe if we send. Does anyone have like a? We don't have mirror image or anything. I don't know what to do. Oh, am I able to light an arrow on fire? Like if we get Chopper down here and then send like an arrow of fire down each way to see if we can see anything?
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see much. I mean, an arrow isn't gonna shed a lot of light, but at least you could see like how far the passageways go, north and south. So it is incredibly dark down here. So anybody without dark vision is going to need a torch or some type of light.
You need some kind of light. Oh, with okay. So if you have dark vision, you can see.
Yep.
Does Gene have dark vision?
He does not.
Does anybody have dark vision?
Terry does.
Okay, well.
Terry's the only one with dark vision. What's up?
Can we get Terry down in the well?
Sure. Terry will climb down the well, and he kind of looks around. He says, the passage to the north goes about 25 feet. And then there appears to be a chamber to the west, like a smaller area, like a smaller chamber to the west, and then there's a path leading to the east. To the south, there's a it seems to go about 30 feet, and then there's what looks like maybe an alcove to the right.
And then what? Your mic cut out.
I said an alcove to the right, and then another area further south. It's hard to see specific detail. You can't see any colors with dark vision, but yeah, that's kind of what he sees. So there appear to be like two small areas to the south, and then to the north there's a larger area, and then a path kind of looks like it leads to the east. So so that's kind of how he describes it. But he can't really see anything. He doesn't see anything moving. He doesn't see anything moving in either direction. So he doesn't see any movement in either direction.
So maybe it is a trap. I mean,
He definitely remarks about the smell, though, that it's vile to the north.
these raven folk, are they human or are they like?
They're humanoid, so they're kind of a, humanoid raven creatures. So raven folk is actually a playable race in 5e.
Is it like a big Kenku?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, they're more bestial than a Kenku, right? Kenku are more humanoid than raven folk. The raven folk maintain some more of their primal heritage.
Okay, so I'll yell up to Gene and be like, "Hey, I need your opinion on this," and I'll say, "There's like pick one of these ways, and we're gonna go that way no matter what."
Okay, I have a solution for this.
Oh, thank God you have a solution. Okay.
Starting at north and going clockwise. So north, because we have four options, right?
You have two options. So there's like a path north and a path south. Both of the paths seem to have it. Again, it's difficult to see right from the landing, but there's there's an opening to the north and there's two openings to the south.
So north is odds, south is even.
South, okay. So what are you gonna do for light?
I think, let me see. Don't we have torches? I have 10 torches on me.
Let me just check something. No, he doesn't have light as a cantrip. He doesn't really need it, Terry. So yeah, if you want a torch. Now, who's gonna carry the torch?
I already have my torch going.
Okay. Yeah, your torch is burning but somebody's gonna carry it. Who's gonna carry it? Maybe Terry carries it?
Sure, why not?
Well, Chopper is mostly ranged. He's a ranger, so he's gonna need both hands to operate his weapons. You're gonna need both hands to operate your weapon. And Jean-Baptiste, if he's gonna fight with two weapons, he's gonna need both hands.
Okay, Terry will go first, and I'll go right behind him.
And you're going south, yes? Is that correct?
I think.
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to reveal the area. So here, Here. Well, let me. Here. 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 So there's. I can reveal the rest of this. Hang on. Okay, so there's kind of two chambers down here.
Those towers in the main like area, did they have like, were they all different?
What do you mean? Were they all different?
Did they look different from each other, or were they all the same? Like, did they look like they were in the paintings, like up top?
Did the towers look like the paintings? No.
Yes. Oh, okay.
No. So that they appear to be like they're harnessing energy from somewhere. And in the south it looked like there was a raven folk guy and then another guy, and they were trying to harness that energy into a crystal. And then in the north there was that suit of armor, but the energy was just swirling around the room, right? So yeah, so and then the one directly north of you guys is what's got the pictures all around the room that need to be arranged in a certain order. So as you come down here, this room, even though it's kind of made of rough hewn stone, there's a tapestry hanging on the west wall, and it depicts a starscape. So what I'll need Arcana checks from everybody to see if anybody, and I'll do the other characters, but to see if anybody can decipher the starscape. Okay, so let's see.
Gene, are you gonna do your Arcana check?
Yeah.
Okay, so Gene, you look at the stars and you say to yourself, that's strange, because you know, even though it's not really something that you do frequently, you know, you have an appreciation for the stars and the night sky, and you kind of look at this tapestry and you say to yourself, this doesn't make any sense. Like you know a couple of constellations, right? And you look at this tapestry and you say they're just in the wrong spots.
Lost audio.
Or you can't hear me?
You said I have an appreciation for the night sky and then it's...
Yeah, sorry. And when you look at this tapestry, you say to yourself, it's not right. There's something wrong with it. The constellations are in the wrong order, almost as if you're looking like they don't line up with what you're familiar with in the night sky. And at that point, Terry says, I think I know what it is. He says, I think these constellations, this is what they would look like if we looked at them from another world. He says, perhaps that's the pattern. Perhaps that's what we need to do. No wonder the Raven folk haven't figured it out. Those idiots.
I mean, calling them idiots is a little mean. I mean, they did try to kill us and they've killed plenty of us, but still, it's a little mean.
He says, that's fine, but I mean, clearly they're not, if they hadn't figured this out, if they haven't come down here and they looked at this tapestry and managed to put the puzzle together at this point, I mean, clearly they're more focused on the power of the device than how to unlock it. And they may just be content with skimming some of the power off of those other rooms. It seems like those other rooms may be able to harness it to some degree, but not to the degree that they would need to, if they really wanted to take over the world, as they said. We must look. There's one more piece that I need. I need to understand how the device works in more detail.
So do we need a device for you to do that?
Well, so we're here in search of the Omnihedron, right? We want to prevent these raven folk from collecting it, because if they get it and they learn how to use it, then they'll be nearly unstoppable. This device is, I mean, the problem is that legends don't tell the full story, right? This temple and the Omnihedron have been legend for hundreds of years. I remember reading stories about it as a child, that it was harnessed at one point by, I forget, I believe it was Flint was the name, but it was used to put down a demonic incursion, that the Omnihedron was able to imbue the weapons of the humanoids to put down the demonic incursion. And if it has that type of power, and these raven folk manage to get their hands on it, well, then I shudder at the thought of what they could do with it. But there's one more piece that I need. I'm going to venture ahead to the next chamber and see if there's any more information in there. And so he's gonna kind of head off into this next room here. And after about a minute, well, is there anything you guys want to do before I kind of go through the next scene?
Nope.
All right. So after about a minute, he says, yes, come here, come see. And he kind of invites you into the room, and he says, look. As he points to the walls, there are jagged lines of text carved into the stone walls, and it's in a language that, well, I mean, I guess I'll ask, does anyone speak Celestial or Infernal? I mean, Terry does, but I don't think any of you guys do. Anyway, so he begins to speak in a different language, a language that sounds rough on your ears. And he says, yes, this is it. He says, these are the stories, these are the legends. This here, and he points to the wall. He says, this is the story of Flint. This is the story I was talking about. It's
Wow. Very fascinating. I can really see the good wrightsmanship. I don't know.
Yeah, even the text looks like intimidating. Like just the way that it's carved, it has a very kind of foul style to it. And he says, yes, this is it. He says, okay, 1637 8. All right, I think I have it. We can go up to the other room, but once I release the Omnihedron from its container, we must leave with all haste, because any remaining raven folk in the area are going to be drawn to it. Their efforts to channel its energy through those rooms will fail, and they will surely come after us to figure out what's happened. So, are you ready?
Sure, why not? Maybe if we go back up and one of us blocks the door, like each of the doors, so they can't get to us, that might be a good idea too. Well, you and Chopper, or Gene, or me, I don't know, just me and somebody can go hold the doors upstairs while you do this thing. So, you can get out swiftly, and then we can come after you after that.
Okay, all right, I will. So let us go back the way we came. Go back up the well. I have to get back to that other room. And so he's going to kind of climb up the well, and he's going to move into this chamber and begin arranging the pictures. And he says, "So we know that they're..."
Okay, I'm gonna go block I'm gonna go block the north door.
I guess I'll block the south door.
Okay. All right. So he begins to arrange the pictures, and he says, "Chopper, go stand by the door, in the center pillar." He says, "Oh yeah, okay, all right, I'll be right back." And he goes and sends him over there. And after a minute, you hear a sound. There's like a shift, like the entire complex like shifts for a second, and it vibrates for just a second, and the stone door next to the center pillar drops and reveals an inner chamber that there is a spire of stone that emerges smoothly from the ground, above which floats a black sphere that shimmers in the light. "This must be the Omnihedron itself," he says. Chopper says. He says, it's open, it's open. And you hear, like, behind the doors that you guys are standing next to, you hear like the sound of energy beginning to drain out of them, as if the energy from the Omnihedron is now leaking out into the center chamber versus being channeled into those other chambers. And so you begin to hear some noises to the south. So Terry makes his way to the Omnihedron, and he says, I must go retrieve it. Stand fast. As soon as I do this, they will come. I don't doubt it." So he steps into the room, and he raises his hands, and he says, I don't know how this is gonna go. I've never handled anything like this. He says, he puts his hands up, and when he puts his hands up, he goes.
Again.
Sorry, I'm using push to talk, and it's like it seems to time out after several seconds. Anyway, so when he puts his hands up, there's this like shockwave of energy, right? And he goes, I've made a mistake," and he falls to the ground, and Terry dies.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
I just said he was cool.
Yeah. So Terry falls to the ground and dies at the foot of the Omnihedron, and there's a booming voice that can, that calls out, and it says, "This device will remain here for eternity. Any attempt to remove it will result in death." He says, "Now there are 6 creatures.
There are 5, and then you cut out.
There are 5 creatures in this temple. Of them, 1 is pure and may retrieve the Omnihedron. Any others that go within its touch will die." And so at the south door, the Raven folk begin kind of banging at the door, attempting to get out. All right, so we're gonna roll initiative for the 3 characters that we have here. So I think I removed. Yeah, okay. So we got Chopper, Jean-Baptiste, and Red. This is it. This is gonna be the last. This is it. This is the last fight. So, so you hear. So everybody, go ahead and roll initiative. Okay, I already got the Raven folk in there. Let me roll Chopper's initiative real quick.
So if somebody is like impure, like not pure, then the Omnihedron will kill them?
Yes.
Okay. So we could take it. No? Okay.
So, so there's banging for a minute. Let's see.
So one of us has to be able to get it. We could do just something stupid and just all go try to touch it.
So I see some dice rolling, but I don't hear anything.
This is pretty spooky.
Okay, sorry about that. So I was asking for a strength check. I rolled it for you because you couldn't hear me. I was asking for it. Yeah. So you managed to hold the door that that Ravenfolk warrior can't seem to get through. So this guy is gonna do what he did, and then Jean-Baptiste, you're up. So what would you like to do?
So I'm still holding the door, right?
Yes.
There's no enemies in here. I'm gonna keep holding the door. I mean, I don't see anything else that I can do. Can I?
You can touch the Omnihedron.
Yeah. So
I guess I could. But I'd have to, it seems to be a distance away, so I'd have to like move away from the door.
And you could die, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, you'd have to move away from the door.
So I'm gonna stay where I am and keep holding the door, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Chopper's not all that confident that that he's the guy. that he's the one that should be touching it. He doesn't feel so good about that. So he's going to say, "Hey, you're brave. I'll hold this door, and you go get it. I'm pretty sure it's not me." And he's gonna stand there offering to take over holding the door for you. And he's gonna pass his turn. Alright, Red, you're up.
Do I feel anything against my door? Like, is the magical armor like a...
No, you don't feel or hear anything at your door.
Okay, I'll open the door and go down the well in that room.
Okay, you open the door, so 5, 10, 15. You basically get to the bottom of the landing. Because you know there's a secret door down there, you manage to put your axe in it, and it lowers the trapdoor. But you can get to the bottom of the landing. That's one move action. Did you want to keep moving?
Can I dash and just, keep going?
Yeah, hang on, let me reveal the rest here. Okay, so you dash. Let me show everybody else what's going on. So you dash into this room, and the smell of death is almost unbearable. Charred corpses are piled up atop a small shrine. They appear to be dressed as monks.
So I see the dead body.
Yes, you see lots of dead bodies. Not just one, many.
Do they look like adventurers?
They look like monks. They look like monks.
So maybe the Raven folk killed them? Is that like a suspicion I could have?
Well, so give me a perception check. So yes, you would absolutely have that suspicion. But go ahead and give me a perception check. You think that one of them may still be alive.
Can I like poke them with like the handle of my like weapon? Just see if any of them react.
Well, you'd have to move over here. And yes, you can poke at them, and when you do, one of them kind of coughs, spits out blood, and he's kind of, there are other bodies on top of him, and he is like near death, and he says the ravens.
Can I pull him out and give him the potion that whatchamafface gave me? Terry? At the start when he was like arrived here? I never drank that potion, I don't.
On your next turn.
Okay. So can I just pull him out now and
Yeah, so you can basically pull him out and that's it. And he's going to be sitting. So you basically pull him out of the bodies and he's going to be sitting, next to you. So Chopper is up. Chopper is going to say, "Hey, I'll take your spot. All right, you can go get it. And we can get out of here." He says that to Jean-Baptiste. And he's not going to do anything else. The warrior is going to once again try to break down the door, so I'll need a strength check from Jean-Baptiste.
All right.
Strength or athletics, your choice. Oh, yeah, no, you definitely hold the door. There's not even a question. All right, Red. So you give him the potion. He drinks it. He looks a little bit better. He says, I think I could walk. Help me up.
I pick him up and I go back up to the well. And,
so with him in his condition, you're gonna move at half speed.
Do I use an action to pick him up?
No. You're gonna move at half speed though.
Okay, I'll double dash and then I'll try to get up to the main area.
Well, so your total move this turn with him is going to be, let's see, you're probably going to be able to move about 50 feet maximum. So go ahead and count the squares. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You get him into the room. That's as far as you're going to be able to get. Yeah, he basically was damn near dead. To help him up the ladder and all that stuff. But that's the maximum distance you're going to be able to get him.
I mean, I'm still just holding a door over here, right?
Yes, you're holding the door, trying to keep the Raven folk away.
Is it just one in there, or do we know how many?
You don't know. You know for sure that there was one, and there's definitely somebody trying to get through the door, but you don't know how many there are.
Okay. I mean, should I just keep holding this door? Or?
You do whatever you want.
We saw two in that room, right? One with the stone and then another guy.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna keep holding the
All
door.
right. That M is the monk. You can move him with you. Okay, so you're gonna hold the door. Okay, so so emerging from the west door is a creature. It yeah, it seems to be a raven folk of some kind, but it's wearing like a cloak that covers its head. And it's going to emerge from the room, and it's going to get to here. And let's see. Okay, that's all it's going to be able to do on its turn. It's a full round move action for it. So Chopper is going to target that thing, and he's going to try to attack it with his bow. That's a miss. Second shot is a hit. And he's going to do 6 points of piercing damage to it. That's his turn. Red. You're up.
I'm gonna put down the monk, and then I'm gonna go out. I'm assuming I hear the arrows. At least one hit the. I'll go.
Well, when this thing comes out, like, it starts making all kinds of noise. So yeah, you hear that it's there. And the sounds of combat in the next room. So what did you want to do?
Is that like too far, or can I move that far?
That's fine. You're gonna leave the monk where he was?
Yes, because I don't want to get him endangered at all.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna rage and reckless attack.
Okay. Alright, hit and 10 points of slashing damage. So the warrior, so the banging on the door stops.
Alright. So it stopped, but I don't know if I trust it.
Open the door.
Yeah, alright. I'll open it.
Alright, you open the door, and the raven folk that were in this room are nowhere to be seen.
Okay.
You can still move.
Yeah. Are we trying to kill this Doom broker,
Yes.
or are we running from him?
We're killing him.
Okay, I guess I'll contribute to.
Alright. Alright. So he is going to use let's see. He's gonna target red, and he's gonna use blight. So you're gonna need to make a con save. So you fail your con save, and you're gonna take.
What? No! What?
So he raises his staff and he looks at you and he says, "Death." And when he basically sucks the moisture out of you and your body just withers and begins to fade, and you just kind of dry up and age instantly as you fall to the ground.
Before I die, can I point to the north door and say, help him, or anything?
You can, yeah, I mean, with your dying breaths, you can tell him to go help the monk, sure. So he tells you that he points to the north and he says, help him. So that's what you hear, Jean-Baptiste. So at the top of the initiative order. Okay. Jean-Baptiste, you're up. You got this guy right next to you. What did you want to do? Okay.
Nothing, apparently.
And I believe you do still have your action surge, which would give you another 2 attacks if you wanted to use it.
Yeah, I think I do want to use it, but there's no button next to it. I guess I just take it off. Yeah, no, it just means so now you get 2 more attacks.
That's a hit. So I'm gonna give you Chopper to control. So Chopper's in the character in the PC screen, so go ahead and grab him, okay?
Alright.
Not you, I was talking to him.
Oh.
I was talking to did you grab him? Or
I did.
okay, you got him. Okay, cool. Hang on 1 second. Just doing a little house cleaning. Hang on. All right, there we go. Okay, so so this guy is going to, so he can't do that anymore. So he's gonna do. He's gonna try to attack you with his staff. Here we go. That's a hit. And you're gonna take 10 points of radiant damage, and that's gonna be all he can do. So Chopper's up. What does Chopper want to do?
I guess Chopper would shoot the cloaker with his bow.
Well, he can also go get the monk. I mean, I don't want to tell you how to play your characters, right? But he can go get the monk and try to escort him to the Omnihedron. Maybe he can use the Omnihedron. If that's what you were trying to do before.
If I shoot a cloaker and then can I dash and movement to get him to...
No.
No.
So dash is an action. Move is an action. Shoot is an action. So you get 2 out of 3.
Okay, well I guess I'll bring the monk to the Omnihedron.
So so you can move, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can basically get to the monk with a dash action.
And then it's half movement, so... Can I get him close enough to the Omnihedron he can walk? Oh wait,
He has to go to the south where the door is. So the south part.
okay, I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on him. Cure Wounds.
He looks fine health wise. Like he's just slow because he's got wounds that are gonna need to recover. He's got fatigue. So, like you don't need to heal him anymore. This is just, you know, while he's all banged up like he is, he's just not gonna be able to move fast. So no matter how much healing he gets beyond this, he's not gonna be able to move any faster until he rests.
Just a question, can I, like, as I run to the monk, am I able to, because I used the dash.
I missed part of that. You cut out.
Do I have do I have an action right now, or did I
Yes,
use
you do.
everything to
No,
get
you
to the
have
monk?
you have an action right now.
On the way to going to the monk, am I able to do ensnaring strike on the croaker, or is that a melee attack?
It's a ranged attack. It's not a melee attack. It's a ranged attack. Ensnaring strike is like you fire an arrow and it ensnares your target.
Okay, I would like to do that and then shoot him with
So,
an arrow, if I can,
yeah.
before I got to the monk.
Okay, so go ahead and make you first you make an arrow attack. You have to hit him with the arrow, and then you use the ensnaring strike after that. So you hit him, okay? So then he needs to make a save. So you basically cast an ensnaring strike and see if he succeeds at his strength save. Oh no, not that. He's got to make the save first. So it's a. Is he targeted? He's not targeted. That's why. So target him first. Take that off. All right, and then.
Okay.
All right, so now hit the cast button. There's his save. So he failed his save. Now he's ensnared. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so there he is. So now he's restrained, and he's gonna take 1d6 piercing damage on his turn, and he's restrained.
And I can shoot my arrow again?
No, now you roll your arrow damage, your regular arrow damage, because you already hit him. So you moved, you shot, and then you finished your move to get to the monk. Right? That's what you wanted to do, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's where you are.
Okay.
All right, and now you're back up at the start of the turn.
I would like to help the monk to get to the Omnihedron.
Okay, so you can move. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So you can move to there. So that's 2 move actions. If you want to only do 1 move action, you can get to here and have the monk here, and then you could shoot at him again if you want. Or you can get to where I showed you, which is here, but not shoot at him. Which would you prefer?
I'm just looking at possible bonus actions right now. Yeah, I'll move down to that. That's fine. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Jean-Baptiste, you're up. That's a hit. So why did you have advantage? Oh, he's restrained, yeah. Never mind. Alright, 4 points of slashing damage. That's a crit. $17 more. Now you can do your offhand if you want. That's a hit. 2 points of piercing magic damage. I think that's it, right? Okay, and he takes 3 points of piercing damage from the ensnaring strike. Or ensnaring strike, yeah. And then he's going to use... let's see. he's going to use fear on you. So he's going to pull back his hood. And when he pulls back his hood, you see that his whole face is just like sunken in and like desiccated. And so he's going to try to he's going to try to cause fear. So here you're going to make a wisdom save.
Try what?
He's going to try to cause fear against you. You failed your save, so you're going to have to move your full speed away from him on your next turn. So you are frightened for 1 round of him. Like I said, he pulls back his hood. He looks terrifying. And so you are scared. Okay, this guy, let's see. Okay, he gets to there. So he takes 2 more damage because he can't get out of the restraints. And then he's going to try to attack you with his staff. There we go. And he's gonna miss. That's his turn. Chopper.
Is that fine? And then I tell him to go in?
Yep. So he will go on initiative order 5. So he will go right after Jean Baptiste. So you have an action left. You can shoot the croaker if you want. Right there. Did you want to shoot the croaker or no?
Can I get the Jean?
Yeah, well, no. So you're not gonna have any more movement, but you can take a shot at the croaker if you want.
Is the guy still restrained?
Yes.
Then I won't, because if I do attack him, then the restraint is over, right?
The restraint's gonna be over. Hold on. No, what? No, because he'll still be restrained. You can attack him while he's restrained. You're concentrating. You can't use another concentration spell, but you can attack him with your bow.
Sure, why not?
All right. That's a hit. And that's enough to take him out. So as the croaker goes down, we'll just zoom ahead. So Jean-Baptiste, you go to flee and then realize that he's dead. The monk goes in, retrieves the Omnihedron, and comes out just in time as another like Ravenfolk warrior appears, and he holds it above his head. And he says, "You are banished from this place." And a burst of energy shoots out, and it just tears right through the Ravenfolk. And all that's left is just there's a bright, brilliant flash of light, and just feathers get scattered all over the floor. And with that, he turns to you and he says, "I am grateful. You have saved me. I am the last of my order. We are sworn to protect the Omnihedron. These Raven folk came in and murdered most of my order. Thank you. I am forever in your debt. Now please, take these things. They will aid you in your trip." And he gives you 4 Ioun stones, which he says will help you to fend off the Raven folk in their future attacks. And with that, we're going to wrap. So thank you everybody for watching. We really appreciate it. We will be back next week with a fresh new episode. So really appreciate it. Now we went a little bit over time, trying to keep it to the desired time slot, but you know, sometimes things take longer than you anticipate. So thank you everybody, and we will see you next week.